Welcome back to our channel Commerce Easy Notes. Today we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is pricing or capturing value. This is the part 1 of pricing. Let's see what is pricing and also the definition of pricing. Pricing means the amount paid by a customer for getting a product, or the value of the product expressed in monetary terms is known as price. The price produces a revenue to the producer. W.J. Stanton defines price by it is the amount of money which is needed to acquire in exchange of some combined assortment of a product and its accompanying services. That means while exchanging our price, we will get a product along with some services. That is pricing. Next is the objectives of pricing. The first one is target rate of return. The objective is to earn a certain return from the products to a producer. So the price fixed in such a way as to ensure to get a target rate of return from the product to the seller. Next is price stabilization. Another objective of pricing is that they should want to stabilize the price for a long period. So prices should not be allowed to fluctuate very often. Next one is profit maximization. Profit maximization means the main aim of a firm or a company or a manufacturer is to maximize their profit. So the prices are fixed in such a way to get the maximum profit from the products. Next one is market share. Market share means the pricing policy is to maintain for improving the market share. Lowering the price in comparison to competitive products may help to improve the market share. It will help to increase the value of their market share. Next is survival. Survival is more important than short term profits. So sometimes the company want to reduce the price of the products for their survival. Next is public image. Public image or reputation. A good public image is the main aim of every business. So sale of quality good is necessary to create a public image. Next is resource mobilization. We all know that the resources are scarce. So optimum utilization of resources are sufficient for the expansion and development of a product. And the last one is meeting or preventing competition. Prices are an effective tool to meet and to prevent the competition. A low pricing policy can attract the customers to buy their product and they help to discourage the competitors. So these are the objectives of pricing. Next is factors influencing pricing decisions. There are two factors. First one is internal factors and second one is external factors. Internal factors is also known as built-in factors, and these factors are generally within the control of the organization. So the first internal factor is organizational factors. These organizational factors are determines price within the organization. So the top level executives are formulating the pricing strategy and the lower level managers are fixing the price. Next one is marketing mix. We all know about what is marketing mix. So changes in the factors of marketing mix will determine the pricing strategies. Product differentiation. The company want to differentiate their product from the competitor. So they will make their product very attractive to the customer. Next one is cost of the product. The main factor of a product is that the cost. So they are fixing the price to overcome the cost. The last one is objectives of the firm. The prices are fixed in accordance with the objectives of the firm. The several objectives are to get the target rate of return, profit maximization, to build a reputation of a company, etc. So these are the factors which affects a price internally. Next one is external factors. External factors are without the control of the organization. Here the first one is demand and supply. We all know that what is demand and what is supply. The demand is the main factor for pricing a product. The demand and price have an inverse relationship. That means if the prices are higher, the demand will be low. If the prices are lower, the demand will be high. And also the supply and price have a direct relationship. Next one is elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand means if the demand of the product is inelastic, the company fixes a higher price. The demand of the product is elastic, the price fixed is lower. Next is competition. The company want to fix price according to the price of the competitors. It may be equal to the competitors or a bit low from the price of the competitors. Next one is suppliers. Prices are charged by the suppliers of raw materials and other goods have an important influence on the pricing. So higher the price of inputs, the price fixed will be higher. Next one is economic conditions. Economic conditions of a country will affect the pricing strategy. So the stages of trade cycle influence the price determination. Next one is buyers. Buyers or customers. The nature and behavior of or the taste and preference of the buyers will influence the pricing decisions. A consumer may buy a product only if it is value is equal to more than its price. And the last one is government. Pricing decisions are influenced by government regulations. The company should obey the rules and regulations prescribed by the government. So these are the factors influencing pricing decisions. Next is steps in price determination. For price determination, a company want to follow certain steps. Generally, there are 6 steps. First one is a pricing objective or selecting the pricing objective. The main objective may be a profit maximization, maximizing the market share. So taking care of these objectives, the pricing strategies should be selected. Next one is determine demand. Selecting the pricing objective, the company want to determine the demand of their product from the market. So they want to estimate the demand of a product. So there is a relationship between the price and the demand. So we want to check it detail about the demand of the product in the market. Third one is estimate cost. Cost is regarded as the major determining factor in pricing. So cost of production sets the basic for the price. We want to overcome the cost of the product. So the price of a product refers to cost plus a certain amount of profit. The fourth step is competitor analysis. After estimating the cost, we want to anticipate how the competitor reacts. The price of a product will influence the competitor's product's price. So we want to take care of the product and the price of the competitors. The fifth step is price method. The price of the product is influenced by the company's overall marketing policies. These policies relate to nature of the product, channel of distribution, etc. So we want to select a price method that suits to our product and also to our company. And the last one is select final price. After following these procedures, the company selects the final price of a product. So these are the steps in price determination. Next is pricing policies. Pricing policies are divided into 4: cost oriented pricing, demand oriented pricing, competition oriented pricing, and the last one is value based pricing. Here the first one is cost oriented pricing. In cost oriented pricing, the pricing is based on the cost. The company calculate the cost of production of a product and then a desired profit is added to that cost. That is cost oriented pricing. Then the cost oriented price is again divided into 4. The first one is cost plus pricing. Cost plus pricing means all the cost and expenses of a production or a product are calculated and then the profit is added to the cost. That is cost plus pricing. Second one is target pricing. After applying firm's standard profit margin to that price in order to arrive at the maximum cost. First, the company determines the standard profit from a product. Then the standard profit is added to the cost to get the maximum amount from the product from the customers. The third one is marginal cost pricing. Marginal cost pricing is also divided into 2: fixed cost and variable cost. We all know that what is fixed cost and what is variable cost. Under marginal costing, only variable cost is determined for pricing. Fourth one is break even pricing. break-even pricing is the point which the company has no profit and no loss. So the company calculates the break-even point where the total revenue and total cost of the company becomes equal. That point is known as break-even. The price determined only for recovering the cost, not for making profit. In break-even pricing, the company want to recover the cost of the product. There is no aim for making profit. Next is demand oriented pricing policy. Demand oriented pricing policy is mainly depend on the demand of a product. A high price is fixed when demand is high. A low price is fixed when demand is low. Next is competition oriented pricing. Competition oriented pricing means the price is fixed on the basis of what the competitors are charging for their products. The last one is value based pricing. In value based pricing, major preference is given to the perception of the customer. How the customer perceives, that is the price. If the customer's perception is high, the company will fix a high price. If the customer's perception is low, the company will fix a lower price. So these are the pricing policies. Next is price adjustment strategies. The basic price is fixed, often changed to suit to different situations. So the price fixed may be adjusted to overcome or to adjust with certain situations. So first strategy is that discount or allowance. It means that the sellers generally allow discounts or allowance to the customers to attract them. So such discounts are given for several purposes like for large scale buying, timely settlement of bills, etc. So the types of discounts are, first one is cash discount. Cash discount means a reduction in cash made to the buyers who makes a prompt payment or who makes a prompt payment before the due date. Next is a quantity discount. Quantity discount is a deduction from a list price given to the buyers for purchase in large quantities. And next is a seasonal discount. Seasonal discount means price deduction allowed to buyers who buy goods or services during periods of slack seasons. Next is allowances. Allowances are also divided into two: trade-in allowances and promotional allowances. Next strategy is promotional strategies or promotional pricing. Promotional pricing means temporarily pricing of products below the list of price or even below cost is known as promotional pricing. Contracts, special event pricing, cash rebates, low interest financing, warranties, loss leaders, etc. are the examples for promotional pricing. So these are the price adjustment strategies. Next is price changes. The price change is also divided into two: initiating price cuts and initiating price increase. Sometimes the company want to cut off their price of product, or sometimes they want to increase the price of the product. The reasons for initiating price cuts are excess plant capacity, maybe declining market share, periodic economic recession, for dominating the market through lowering the cost. Second one is initiating high price. If the cost of raw material increases, the company also increases the price of the product, and if the demand exceeds supply, the company also increases the prices of the product. So these are the price changes. So this is all about part 1 of pricing. I hope you all like the video. Thanks for watching.